Well, hello and welcome to Friends with Deficits. I'm your host, Adam Sultan, and this is episode 26 of a special segment of Friends with Deficits known as NaPodPoMo, or National Podcast Post Month. I didn't make it up, but I am abiding by the rules, which are post an episode every day for the month of November. Since it's number 26, this must be the 26th of November and vice versa. And I'd like to welcome you to the show and let you know that I'm really grasping at straws here, just seeing what comes up each and every day. I hope it doesn't overwhelm you or underwhelm you and just hits you right in that sweet spot. Today, I was looking for some outtakes of the show from previous episodes, and I discovered that at a party I had where I invited a number of previous guests, I recorded them all for some reason, probably to put on an episode just like this, and I never did anything with it, and I didn't even realize I had it. I wish it was more extensive, but it's not, which is why I'm killing a lot of time so that this isn't a 15-second podcast. But I did manage to get a couple little bits of my guests who were the guests at my home as well as on the show, as I just mentioned. So I'll kind of tell you who's who and where you can find them if you're actually interested in listening to their interviews of me, their formal interviews of me, and not their drink orders or crazy gossip. So let's begin. Let's see what we got here. Okay, starting off. This was an episode called Special K. You can look that up on the podcast from our first season, I believe, maybe the second season. And this was anonymous, so my guest went by Special K because of his particular sexual proclivities, which was half of what it was about. But the rest, and the main focus, was the fact that he was in a, what you could call, freak skateboard accident, and gave him a traumatic brain injury, which left part of him kind of paralyzed, just with difficulty moving. So he's talking a little bit about this at the party. Just there's your context for you. And if you want to hear the interview, again, it's called Special K. Okay, here we go.
So anyway, they're doing Botox all up and down my, because I'm pretty much numb from this side over.
Whoa!
So, but it's tingly, weird, like your arm's falling asleep, so you're just constantly walking around.
And Botox helps with that?
And Botox helps with that. Botox.
Botox!
Yeah. Brought to you by Botox.
Botox is not cheap.
This episode of Friends with Deficits brought to you by Botox.
Yeah.
One time only.
So mine is, cheap. Well, it's paid for by insurance. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad insurance is doing something for somebody.
Unfortunately, I'm numb because she jabs it way down and like deep into my leg and my arm. Not so much my arm, but my leg. She's like.
Is it because you have spasms? And it.
That's one of the things.
Okay.
So I'll wake up in the middle of the night with rants, like.
Like Charlie horse shit.
Charlie horse shit.
Oh, that's the worst.
Like, how the fuck is this happening? It's my brain. What? How could this be happening? It's just confusing signals. Okay,
so if you caught that, he was talking about getting Botox treatments for his condition. And also the young woman you heard was Jessica Ryan, who was featured in an episode about gastroschisis. If you want to know what that is, look up Jessica Ryan and gastroschisis. I don't have the episodes numbered, but haven't made that many at this point, so you can probably just find it. She was here. She is again, actually, with some other useful information at the party.
Who would like a drink? I'm gonna start making drinks.
Wow!
Yeah.
The girl with the braids is gonna.
The girl with the braids and the cheese is making the drinks.
Is this your cheese? Braids,
Go for the cheese!
Go for this cheese!
I didn't make the Rice Krispie treats.
You did.
Dude, I gave a manicure.
Okay, it ended right there. And I'm surprised she hadn't already made drinks and had those drinks. Maybe she had. I don't remember the night. Again, that was Jessica Ryan. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, more Jessica Ryan. My next guest is Jessica Ryan. Jessica, I've known for years. She's a great person. And here's a little story about her. What's the story? Tell me what's going on. What's going on?
To be continued.
Why are you on this show? Why are you on this episode?
No, you have to do it just me and you.
What did you
Just-
Cocktails.
deserve this?
Just cocktails? Okay, well, this is a preview then. This is from season 2. It's Jessica Ryan. Yeah.
No, don't do that to me.
Okay. And I won't do that to her. Okay, next we've got John McCain from season 1. He had vasculitis, if you're familiar with that. And we're just actually talking about the gear that I rented for the party so that I could record people. Here it is.
That rock and roll rental place?
That's right. Rock and Roll Rentals. Testing 1, 2. Rock and Roll Rentals.
Rock and roll rental.
Hey,
How are you?
can I have a glass of something?
You want some Malbec?
Well, I mean, anything.
Who's gonna talk next?
Are you recording this?
No, I'm just playing. It's like a prop.
I just want a glass of something.
All right, 1 glass of something coming up. Okay, that was actually my neighbor intervening there. She's not on the podcast yet. And finally, my good friend Spectra Stewart, who had she was on 2 episodes, one about hyperhidrosis, the other about hypersensitivity. And here she is. Maybe she's being a little hypersensitive in this moment. And then again, maybe I'm being an uncool host.
So,
Check it out. It's Spectra Stewart. Remember her?
are we really talking?
Yeah. Say hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Wonderful.
Okay.
Always.
Did I just put you on the spot?
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Damn it. I was trying to have like a recap and be like, hey, it's my friend Spectra.
Drop
What's
it in.
What's up with her now? You told me you had some new things going on.
Yeah. Where to start? Man.
Should I turn this off and we should talk? Because
Yeah, we should
it's
talk.
weird. It just feels like, okay, we're going to talk. I'm turning this off. And then what did I do? I turned it off and the real party started. Well, it wasn't as juicy as I could have hoped, but I vaguely remember the party there, and I hope you enjoyed hearing, getting a little glimpse into the private life of your host. I don't know. And some of the guests. Anyway, it was a good time had by all, and I hope to have many more good times, many more that I plan out and produce and show for you. So if you're interested in listening, subscribe to Friends with Deficits, tell your friends about it. Check out our website, friendswithdeficitspodcast.com. Sign up for our newsletter. We're also on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and you can be a supporter of the show by going to patreon.com/friendswithdeficits. Once again, I'm Adam Sultan, and until the end of November, I will continually be seeing you tomorrow. Bye.